cupcake.
What's up, everybody? We're back. We're here. It is actually a holiday on this Monday, but we're going to make it even better. Hopefully you'll get this by the end of today, but we are back here. Where's the remote? I'm here with Alex, as always. Alex, how's it going?
What's up? You are very blurry. It's crazy.
I don't know what to tell you about the blurriness.
But it's okay because his lovely radiance shines through, even though he yelled at me this morning.
You know what they say, the world's a little blurry, and I only yelled at you because
that's a Billie Eilish thing, right?
Your faith in technology is non-existent, it seems.
Because I think technology is busted up half the time.
Well, maybe people are just ignoring you.
It won't surprise me the way you've been behaving as of late.
Oh, I've been behaving fine. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do, eating my vegetables, and
haven't eaten a vegetable in.
Why are you so proud of that?
I think vegetables are a lie propagated by Big Pharma.
I think that coming from the guy who every fucking day is like, yo, I feel like shit, bro. Like, yo, I don't feel good ever. My head hurts. All this stuff. I'm drinking plenty of water. I don't know what it is that makes me feel so shitty. I
drink water.
Okay, so fucking have some vegetables too, and then you'll get nutrients and be healthy.
Put down a 6-pack yesterday.
A 6-pack of what?
Rona.
That, first of all, incorrect.
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? A 6-pack of Rona? Explain what you said. Let's hear it.
Of Corona.
The virus or the beer?
The drink.
I haven't had a Corona in months.
L.
Who told you I was drinking Coronas?
I never said you were. I said I was.
Oh, I thought you said I was.
I said I only drink water, said from the guy who had a 6-pack of Corona yesterday.
You're disgusting. Nasty boy.
I had a big old beer belly.
You probably still do.
Little bit.
Let me ask you an important question.
Go.
Have you tried the new sweet chili sauce from McDonald's?
No, I haven't. I try to not eat at McDonald's.
You try wrong.
I hear it's very good.
It's very good. Yeah, I was going to say. It's super good. I have an extra packet of it right here. And
what is the BTS meal? Is it just nuggets and fries?
Dude, it's literally just a nuggets meal. It's literally a 10 nuggets meal.
At least like the Travis thing, it was like...
Yeah, it was like a combination of things.
And what was the other one? The J Balvin.
The J Balvin, yeah.
That one was kind of good too. Oh, that one was
But like, they're like, oh, it's a special meal? Like, what's the special part about it? That they all get... Okay, but like, that's just a new sauce. Like, that's not a meal.
But I think it's because of the BTS.
But even they're like, oh, it's a medium Coke that comes with a BTS meal. I guess all those little kids like Coke. Whatever. I get to the window. She's like, what drink you want? I'm like, I'm supposed to come with a Coke. Like, what is this? It's a scam. It's a fucking scam.
Did you say I want the BTS meal?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
And I sang Dynamite into the speaker.
I don't know a BTS song. So
you know the song Dynamite. You don't think you do.
I promise you I don't.
Trust me, you do. You do. Alex, how many times have we had this argument?
You do?
Where I tell you know a song, and you're like, I don't. And I play it for you. And then you're like, oh, I know this song.
There's a difference between me not recognizing an artist that sounds like 8 other trap artists versus a K-pop group that I don't know the language. Like I would know if I knew it.
I'm pretty sure Dynamite's in English. I'm pretty sure.
I thought K-pop was...
Just because they're Korean doesn't mean they only speak Korean, buddy.
I'm not saying that, but people are simping over them way too hard on Twitter.
Why? They're good. What's wrong with them? You just don't like pop music.
No, apparently like K-pop is actually very like...
Yeah, I know.
The industry is apparently very bad.
I'm aware. We're not going to sit here and talk about the K-pop industry forever. But,
no,
you know
we're going to talk about something else because this is officially a sports podcast.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
You know what I did yesterday?
What did you do?
I watched the whole Laker game.
None of the Knicks game.
No, because I was traveling for it. I caught the end though in a pizzeria, and it was very funny. I walked into the pizzeria in Brooklyn, turned to the TV, saw the Knicks getting their backs blown out, and I looked at the guy behind the thing, and I was just like, Knicks.
You're such an asshole. You're the biggest dickhead ever.
And then at the bar at night, there's mad people wearing Knicks hats, and I was having a conversation with people. I'm talking to people about Knicks stuff now. It's very funny.
This is here. I'll air you out on the podcast. Alex is only in to be a Knicks fan for the clout when it's convenient for him. He knows nothing of the sport. He's a Lakers fan.
No, I'm very happy that the Suns bodied the Lakers yesterday. It was a good game, but LeBron did. LeBron had 2 plays that should have been golden arch moments, but they didn't give it to him.
Golden arch moments? Is that a McDonald's thing?
Yeah, in like the first 3 minutes of the game, they were like, McDonald's is going to present the golden arch moment of the game, and it was some play. And then LeBron was out here dunking off of alley-oops and did one of the craziest passes I've seen ever.
I've seen it. I saw it all. Dude, go watch some Rajon Rondo highlights or something, and go watch some Chris Paul highlights.
So this man LeBron was midair and passed the ball behind his back, bounce pass for the open 3. It was filthy. I screamed.
It was a good pass.
It reminded, like, going to the Knicks game reminded me of how much I enjoyed basketball. So I'm happy I'm, like, watching. Every time I watch the Knicks, though, they lose. So you tell me.
You tell me. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe they just know. The basketball gods know that you're only a fan for the cloud. So
Suns in 7, Hawks in 6.
Hawks in 6?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because that's what's going to happen.
Ugh, get out of here. Are you unbelievable? Like, I cannot.
It's called being realistic.
Go be realistic. What happened to you being a Knicks fan? What happened to that?
It's called Julius Randle took an award and was like, I ain't going to do shit.
Alex, I'm confident that despite your 1 week of watching basketball, your knowledge of the sport and the game is still
You're acting no, but that's acting like I've never been a basketball fan prior to this. Like I'm
a Bulls fan, bro.
Okay. I like the game of basketball. I know basketball. Just because I haven't kept up with it doesn't mean you don't know basketball.
Knicks and 7.
I'm sure there's people who haven't watched the movie in fucking 30 years, but they'll be like, I saw Cary Grant and his girl Friday. You don't know shit about that, dog.
Continue. Let's hear it.
No, I'm saying that, like, people just don't. People can know about something, but not, like, actively watch it. I can't tell you who's the top 5 scorers right now, but I can tell you about the game of basketball because I like.
You're like, I know who Michael Jordan is. That's enough. Tell me about something else. You pissed me off. Tell me about something else.
Let's talk about something else.
Hawks in 6.
I mean.
Spit on that shit.
If you think that bozo's gonna whatever.
Stupid fucker.
Let's talk about Last of Us. You told me you wanted to talk about it.
Well, I mean, I figure we should talk about the hottest movie in America, should we not?
What? Hottest movie in America.
Yeah, it's the biggest movie in America. What?
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot. Yeah, what's up? Cruella. No.
I do want to see Cruella.
I do want to see Cruella.
Yeah. A bunch of people have said it's good.
Cruella de Vil.
I'm just here to watch Emma Stone play Joker.
I am the Cruella.
Give us that instead of Joker 2.
Yuck.
My dad was like, he's like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool with Joker 2. He's like, I like the first one.
Watched all 3 John Wick movies yesterday.
Didn't have time to watch the next game. Okay.
All of them were they were all on TV after the next game. After the Suns game at Chris's house, they just had it was called the Weekend of Wick, and they played all 3 back to back. And we watched them all.
You and Chris?
No, like the party.
Sounds like quite the party.
Vax gang.
Yeah. I didn't like that one bit.
I did the sheesh, people. The ice in my veins.
No, he did something different that looked like decrepit and old. He looks like he's in an electric chair and he's getting buzzed. He's like,
they can't see that either.
But they can imagine it.
All right, so let's talk about it.
Tell me, what'd you think of A Quiet Place?
Quiet Place Part 2. Banger. Reminded me how much I liked the first movie. Josh just doesn't like movies anymore, it seems, and I'm very excited to see why he, and I quote, despised this movie to the point that he's questioning his John Krasinski fandom.
Okay, none of that's true. And I would like to...
Some of that's true.
I'd like to tell a story about a guy, maybe like a year or 2 ago, who just kind of decided they didn't even like movies anymore. They don't watch them, and the ones they watch, they hate. And that guy is sitting right across from me right now. His name's Alex, and he's a little bitch. So I don't want to hear it. I liked A Quiet Place 2. I'm very pissed that I posted one tweet about it that literally started with the words, "I liked the movie." And everyone comes in my mentions. They're like, "You hated the movie? What's wrong with you? Can't believe you. Another L. Hold this." Like,
people were not having it.
No, they weren't having it. I was like, this is stupid. I literally tweeted. I was like, I don't understand what is making everybody lose their minds about this movie. I thought it was fine.
I think it captures. I think it does a couple things. I think one, for a lot of people, it's the first movie they're seeing in theaters again.
That's fine.
And I think just like the first one, the first movie is like one of the best theater experiences I've ever had.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the movie
because the first one gripped me.
I haven't watched the first movie since then, but like I vividly remember being like I was like, this is one of the best, most fun, like not interactive, but like enveloping experiences I've ever had. And I think two capitalizes on that a lot. And also,
like, but John Krasinski still sucks. Fuck Jim.
No. I also think that this movie is just very well made. I think it does something great where I remember when they announced Quiet Place 2, I was like, why? Unless it's like something radically different about like a different family or like a different part of the invade. Like I wanted something very different.
Which this one isn't.
It's not, but I think it doesn't fall into the trap of it being like, it's just the first movie kind of different. Because I think while it's very similar, I think it does enough that it makes it feel fresh and a continuation. It doesn't feel like a sequel simply made to be a sequel. It's very like John Wick 2, where it was like it just expanded upon the world more.
But did it?
Which I liked.
Did that expand in the world in such a way that you felt like there's more? Like, I'm not talking about just giving us more information. I'm talking about like true exposition. Do you really feel like we know more about this world now?
I think so. Absolutely. Are we like talking full spoilers?
I disagree, because I think we still know nothing about these creatures, how it happened, why they happened, where they come from. But that's world building.
We're gonna go see another alien planet.
No, I didn't say that. But we can see.
How are you gonna see where they come from?
Well, we see them discover where they come from. I don't know.
But you see the beginning.
A group of people who are reacting on day one to these things showing up. I don't know. I also
see the whole town. The opening sequence is amazing.
It's fine.
It's fire. I was so hooked.
It's
like
fine.
The second you see, like,
I think the trailer ruined a lot of this movie for me.
The trailer didn't show anything.
First of all, the trailer showed almost the entire first scene. Listen, it showed the almost entire first scene.
It showed the bus scene.
Are you going to let me talk, or are you going to keep talking about the bus?
I will not allow you to spout lies and disinformation. Fake news.
Then I won't tell you what I think.
News. But the trail, continue.
No, you don't want to hear my opinion, so I won't tell you.
No, but go.
Tell me more. It's a great breaking movie. Please tell me.
No, but you're saying the trailer showed everything in the first scene. It didn't. It literally showed there's dad, and
can we talk about
the bus?
Who Cillian Murphy is in the movie?
Does it?
Yeah, because the second the movie starts, if you remember the trailer, you know that he's going to be that guy who grabs them or whatever when they're running, because it's literally in the trailer. And then you know from the beginning of the movie that he's one of their friends. So that whole reveal is ruined.
At no point in the trailer did I ever suspect that Cillian Murphy was bad.
I didn't say he was bad. No one said he was bad.
So what's it spoiling?
But my point is that now I know he's not bad because I know exactly who he is. And I felt like I would have liked to have had more mystery with who the new characters they're bringing in are. Is that not a valid complaint?
I don't get the complaint.
The complaint is, I wish I had known less about the movie. I felt like everything that was interesting about the movie, I learned from the trailer, and that was it.
No, you have no idea who Cillian Murphy is other than it's Cillian Murphy.
But you do the second the movie starts.
He's someone in the town? You wanted them to show Raj? You want them to show Raj in the trailer?
My point is that there's no surprise in any of the movie up until she leaves. Up until she leaves to go do her thing, there's literally no surprise in the entire movie. I was like, I feel like I'm still watching the trailer.
I disagree.
Okay, you're allowed to disagree, but I'll tell you my thoughts that you clearly don't think are valid. So
I just think that's That's like a cinema sins.
No, because I think that the first one, a lot of what I really liked about the first one was that it really caught me off guard and it surprised me and felt like something I hadn't seen before.
Because
Whereas I really
it
felt
was
like
an
the
original
allure,
movie.
right? And I feel like the allure and the novelty of this one was completely lost.
I disagree. The
Okay.
only like thing I can give you is like I think that this movie didn't have one of those like
What was the point?
cathartic moments that
Yeah, let's
like,
talk spoilers. Let's talk spoilers.
okay.
What is the deal with them
Oh wait,
all day? These themes. It's literally in the trailer. These people aren't the people worth saving, and we see them just at the very end. We learn nothing about who those people are, why they're not worth saving, like who they are, what happened to them. Anything doesn't matter. Like they're merely a plot device. Like
wait, who are you talking?
You're talking about world building. You wanted to see a bigger world, see them expand on what we have. Cillian Murphy talks about in the movie. He says so the people who are left aren't the people worth saving. So
like
what right there? We see it in the trailer. From that point forward, I'm expecting this movie to be about them clashing with other real humans. Doesn't happen until basically the end of the movie, and at that point, I really don't care.
See, that's your you love that gimme. You're always just like, I just didn't care. Like I think the boat
make me care about shit. I'm not just gonna care
people,
because it's there.
I think like, the boat people was like I want to see more of that. To be honest,
yeah, that's what I said.
But that was a great scene.
It was fine. I just didn't care because there was nothing more to give me. Like,
and you also need to remember this is still,
they're dead now and they're gone. That's it. Like,
you also need to remember this is still an alien movie, so it's obviously going to be about the aliens. And this movie also does something very well that the first one did, but this does it even on a larger scale, where like there's the boat people scene happening. There's
the boat people.
There's
a lot of things going on at once.
Noah Jupe happening.
Trash character.
Garbage, yo. That kid is a pussy.
He
killed his baby brother.
Dude, basically killed his brother, does the dumbest shit in the world, and I don't fuck with that. I think they wasted him. So
I think he's nonsense. I hate him.
Okay, so then how are you still sitting here like gassing at this movie?
Because
when one of the four main characters sucks balls.
It does plenty of other.
And Emily Blunt sucks in this movie.
She doesn't suck. She's just not in it that much.
Exactly.
But I'm cool with that because it's like this is Millicent Simmons and.
It just felt like for me they couldn't decide that they wanted it to be her movie, like Millicent Simmons and Cillian Murphy. Like if you're gonna make this a buddy like whatever type thing about her relationship with her father and now her relationship with this new guy, this new father figure, make it about that. I just felt like they didn't really like decide on any sort of theme or tone they wanted, and there are just plot points happening, but they don't really mean anything to me.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Did you care about the family at all? Because I don't.
Yeah. What is that?
I was literally just like, whatever. Who cares?
No, I don't think you liked the first one either. Then
I did. I loved the first one.
Then
thought it was awesome.
Can't say that
because it made me care about them. This one, I was just like,
you can't say that like you watched the second one and are like, why do I care about this family that a whole first movie spent delving into?
Can I ask you a question? If we're gonna continue talking spoilers, why should I care about this family that literally got fucking like 50 people murdered for no reason on this island?
That wasn't their fault. They didn't know that it was on the boat.
Okay, just because they didn't know doesn't mean it wasn't their fault.
And then Cillian Murphy fucking saved them, and Millicent Simmons saved them.
Yo, she's standing there for maybe like you're talking about. You love these scenes where they like cut back and forth and they're doing like juxtaposition or whatever. But like, there's that literally at the final scene, she's standing there for like 20 minutes. It feels like ready to do the thing.
I will say
because you know it's true. She's
I didn't like the
dramatic effect, and I'm like, what is happening?
I didn't like the last like 4 minutes of the movie. I was like, it ended, and I literally went, "What?" Because it really just like it's like
similarly to the first one. Didn't
the first one does it? No, the first one does it well because like that's a cool ending. Like, okay,
I think the first one was just better. You know? I think the first one brought a lot of like newness and excitement to this new story. And where this one was supposed to pick up and build off the first one, I really feel like it didn't build. Like, sure, it's a continuation of the story, but I don't really feel as if we've built off of what we're doing and that this is any more of a fleshed out world or universe that I'm interested in seeing anything more from.
I disagree.
Like, do you want to see a third one?
Yeah, I would be cool with it. I think because now, like
I'd probably see it, but like, I'm not champing at the bit.
Showed the initial invasion, I guess you want to call it, or like them coming to Earth.
I did like that scene. It was cool.
It's
It was
awesome.
cool.
Like
It's
the
cool.
initial
I just really wish
pandemonium is
the
dope.
movie was marketed better. Also, like I felt like I went in with the wrong idea.
It shows like evil people, the boat people, which I assume we would get even more of in the future. It shows other larger fringe groups than just like the fires that
Let's
we
talk
saw.
more things because I will branch
Like
this
that
out.
commune is cool. Shout
Can
out
I
to
tell
Digimon
you?
Hansu. Pull it
Facts.
out. That
Can
was like
I
a very
tell
Bob
you?
Odenkirk moment of him just like appearing. My quiet
Yeah.
people.
I think that similarly, like I was just thinking about how much better, like how The Last of Us 2 is better than the first one because they build on things. There are
Sorry,
new
incels.
zombies, new ways of killing them, new ways of them trying to kill you. In this movie, I feel like we're still using the same little machine she fucking discovered in the first one. That's fine. That's great. All fine and well. But what's new about it? Like I said, it really does feel like a
I
part
just said
2
what
to the
was new.
story. But I'm just saying, like, like I feel like we're at the same place, except now we have John Krasinski is gone and we have Cillian Murphy instead. Like, tell me what else is different.
I mean, I feel like the third one could maybe like a significant
Give me a perspective
time jump.
plot.
Like a significant time jump. Like the baby's old. Because you can't have another.
Like they recast actors.
No, you just can't have like another movie with like the baby as like the problem.
A baby.
Well, the baby's not a problem in the first one. It's more like the pregnancy is the problem.
What do you mean?
The pregnancy is the problem in
the whole back half of the movie. The baby is the problem.
Not by that point. It's already she gives birth when shit starts kicking off. There's only like 20 minutes left in the movie when she gives birth.
There is a point in the movie though where she's like trying to keep the baby quiet and protect him while that thing is in the basement. You know what I'm talking about.
That's the very final scene.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think it's
right
the climax. I wouldn't call it the final scene. It's towards the end. It's the back half for sure. My point is the baby is a big factor in the first one. Same thing in the second one. What do I care?
I disagree. Well, because it's a baby, and that's like saying that's such a dumb argument, Josh. Like that's like saying wait, I don't want to spoil Last of Us 2.
Yeah, bitch.
What do you know what's up with Dina?
Yeah.
That like why? That's like saying why would you care about that?
It's different though, because in the first movie, when we find out she's pregnant, I care a ton because that's huge. What's new this time around? That's what I'm saying. What's new?
That there's now a baby to take care of, and the oxygen's running low.
First one, that's my point.
Oxygen's running low.
Motherfucker, there's oxygen everywhere.
And the
Get over
fucking
it.
baby's suffocating in a furnace.
Yeah, because Noah Jupe put her in there.
That kid's an idiot.
That kid's an idiot.
Glad he got his leg bodied.
Busted. I like that kid as an actor, though. He's a good actor.
He's not good in this movie.
It's just not a good movie.
But you can't go.
Maybe
he's a pussy in that movie.
Maybe as much as I love The Office, John Krasinski isn't a very good screenwriter.
Did he write it?
I think he did.
I think this is a very effective movie, and
I think it's very fine. Giving it 3 out of 5, people. 3 out of 5, which is better than average. Everyone's gonna call it an L. That's fine with me. I don't give a fuck. 3 stars. Alex, what do you give it?
When you used to like movies, I gave it a 4. Just like cool. I gave the first one a 4.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, because I think this is as thrilling an experience as the first one.
I just felt like the
only things that I didn't like Noah Jupe's character. I thought the ending was very lackluster. The very ending, I should say. And I thought that this didn't have a scene like the first one that gave me the scream.
Yes,
the scream in the bathtub is one of.
You can say this movie is as good as the first one when no moment can even close to compare to that.
That's so good.
So good. And the second one didn't get me.
They brought the whiteboard back. Big fan of that.
Fuck that.
How many are there? 3?
Can they see?
What are their weaknesses?
It's so funny. John Krasinski. What a guy.
Raj.
Who is Raj? Keep talking about Raj. Who's Raj? Oh, the guy, he like covers his mouth.
And it's cool that like John Krasinski's like, I'm gonna just take these oranges, dog. He's like, I gotta get going. I
Gotta
also
get
thought
the
Cillian Murphy was gonna be
baseball.
like his brother or something, but it was like just some
Me
guy.
too. Instead, he was just some random guy who we barely hear anything about
You
because there's no
disappeared, man.
nuance to his character.
That
Like,
you learn all you need to know about him. He
give
lost
me
his
a
family.
romance between him and Emily Blunt.
No.
Yes.
If Lee was
Give me
here,
some British love, mate.
you learn all you need to know about him. He had a family. He lost them.
But what I'm
and
saying is like I felt like there could have been another element to it. Like I think that had he been John Krasinski's brother, could have been more interesting, or equally as interesting, as opposed to him just being nobody.
But then you'd just be like, why do you care?
But what I'm saying is like, okay, but I still don't care because, for instance, like they're friends, right? Like we see that they're like close friends, family friends. The first person you see in this fucking alien apocalyptic world is one of your boys, and immediately they're like, nah, see ya. Like, we can't help you.
That's in every apocalypse thing ever.
It's trash, bro.
It's in every apocalypse.
So then why
ever.
do I care to see John Krasinski do it?
What do you mean?
Do something different. Do something that isn't in every apocalypse movie ever. How about that?
Because I don't need to like, sure, you can stay with us.
And then he turns into an evil character who kills them all. See, now that's a better sequel.
That's been done in movies.
Still a better
before.
sequel.
Like you're saying you want it to be different, but you don't want it to be.
I wanted the people to be the villains in this one. That's the logical progression that everybody wanted, right?
I think the third one can be that.
But we were all told the second one was going to be that.
No, we weren't.
I think we were, especially in the trailer where he says, these people aren't the type of people we're saving.
I think you just don't like movies anymore.
I think I love movies. I'll tell you what, when I see a good one, I'll let you know. Yeah, I liked the movie. I think you should watch it.
Did Spiral get the heart?
No, not worth watching.
Such a hater.
I'm not a hater. I just have different tastes than you. That's what makes things interesting.
Last of Us 2. Why do you care about anything in it?
You know why? Because the characters are nuanced. And our bonds with them are built. And it's a well-crafted game with good writing.
I too like golf.
You don't like golf.
He didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Beginning of the game.
Don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, that's fucked up. How are you
mad people like memes always are just like,
I haven't seen any memes. It wasn't spoiled for me.
I'm very glad you didn't get this game spoiled for you.
Me too. Although I'm sure the ending can still be spoiled for me, but hopefully we'll keep
what are you up
through.
to? So we're gonna talk about Last of Us 2 for a little bit. I assume many people have played it at this point. But we're only gonna talk about it to what Josh is up to.
I mean, I think I literally just got after the part where, well, I guess we're talking spoilers, people. Right after the part where like Ellie tells her that she's immune and she's like, I'm pregnant. Literally just after. Like,
is that day like you're not even
like
on day
sit
2
down?
yet?
They like sit down to rest or something, and like I have to go explore this building. What is day 2? What does that mean?
Like there's like chapters and it's like day 1.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. So you have so much game left. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I guess we don't have much to talk about because there's like plenty to talk about later. And I actually just saw a fucking crazy spoiler up for Last of Us 2 on like
I saw a meme, but I didn't look at it. What else? What else you got for me, Alex?
Nothing really.
Give me something.
DMX album was solid.
Give me something. Yeah, tell me about it.
Pretty good. Has a whole litany of features. This album was recorded all before he passed, so it's posthumously released, but not like it was done as far as I'm aware.
As far as posthumous albums go,
it was good. It's like you can definitely hear like DMX has aged. But he still has the energy that like he always had, and all the features were dope, and all the production was crazy. It's all Swizz production, and I think Kanye did some shit too. I'm pulling up the track list, but it's a good album. I enjoyed it. There's a song with Jay-Z and Nas on there. Jay is fire, of course. There's a song with Lil Wayne on there that is amazing. It's so good. And then there's a song called Money, Money, Money with Moneybagg Yo on it, which
Money, money, money.
I loved Moneybagg Yo.
Because Moneybagg Yo's fire. Goes hard
But
time today.
apparently, the beat is stupid. Like, that shit will not. I nearly crashed the whip. Like, it was amazing. But apparently, the original version had Pop Smoke on it, and it leaked. So they changed it to Moneybagg Yo. And I needed to find this Pop Smoke version because that'll get some serious airtime in the car.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, DMX fans, I would recommend listening to it. There's a couple of very good songs on there. It has bangers. It has slower joints with like Alicia Keys and Usher. His son is on one of the songs. And then the prayer from Sunday service is there. And it's just like a very nice little, yeah. R.I.P. DMX.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
Go watch Top 5.
Have you
You ever see that movie?
No.
With Chris Rock?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's like the wedding thing, right?
No. He's like playing like an aging comedian. But like I guess Top 5 is like he always asks everybody. Yeah, he's like, what's your top 5 rappers? And there's a scene in that movie where he goes to jail and DMX is there. Yeah.
Fresh off the boat, DMX.
You wouldn't know.
I saw a picture of it.
Fire scene. Fire episode.
Have you watched
He's in that whole episode.
Bo Burnham's new special?
I have not, but I hear it's giving everyone severe mental illness. And
are you gonna watch it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it. I'll tell you what I'm actually not gonna watch. Well, maybe I'll watch at some point, but I haven't and don't really have plans to. Not really feeling Master of None, to be honest with you. I'm not really interested to see what's going on there.
I think we have to watch together.
I think that if, like, whenever anybody who's been, like, quote-unquote canceled, like, tries to make a comeback, I think they need to they better come fucking correct with the best shit they've got left or their career's over.
Well, I think it's smart that
Aziz has pivoted away from... I agree.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, and this might sound bad, but like, we like this show, but I don't have a huge reason to want to watch the next season, especially part of it being that like, I haven't heard a lot of discourse around it and like people aren't like, you know, there was a lot of discourse around the first 2 seasons, I think, because people really liked it. And I'm not saying that's the only reason to watch the show, but like, I need to be convinced to watch this new season because as of right now, I don't really feel the need to.
See, I think that like that's just a casualty of this like
it is, but also like
dude, Barry Jenkins, like from what I understand,
I want to watch the Underground Railroad. I know, and I've heard.
I hear it's astounding, but
like, I would way rather watch that.
But like my point is like I've seen very.
Oh no, I've
seen of it is
I see discourse about that. I see discourse about that show every day.
See, I don't. And I feel like something.
I saw another tweet about that. People tweet about the score from it all the time.
I feel like
tweets today, they were like, these 2 episodes from that show are the scariest episodes of anything this year.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. You fucking pussy.
I feel that it's just like the cycle that we always see of just like people are talking about it for a week and then the next thing comes out and people talk about that. Like the biggest thing I've seen about Underground Railroad is people being like, why did they release it all at once?
Yeah, I agree.
That's like, I keep seeing that. And it's just crazy to think that like, dude, in a week, people won't be talking. People are praising the Bo Burnham special right now. In a week, it's going to be gone. Maybe a week and a half. It's just
he said people like Bird. They're going to stay for a week and a half.
Maybe, yeah. But it's just like, I don't know. But for me, like, I'm not like.
So what's stopping you? What stopped you from watching episode 1 already?
Of Master of None?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I just haven't really watched any. I haven't watched much of anything. I've just been playing a lot of Mass Effect. So
I don't even like TV.
Well, yeah, I just haven't watched. Like, I'm more inclined to watch Master of None than I think anything else out.
See, right now. I'm way more inclined to watch Underground Railroad.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I want to.
Like, if I'm starting a new series TV show, like that's what it's gonna be.
But see, like, I want to watch it piece by piece. Like, I don't want.
Of course, I don't want to binge it all at once.
So I'm waiting for
But it's
I
all
gotta be
out.
in
What
the
do
right
you
place
mean?
for that.
What
I
are
just
you
want to
in
be
for?
in the right place for that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch Bo Burnham. I'm not really a fan of his
I don't
like
really like his
stand-ups.
stand-ups either, to be honest with you.
I like hate them. I've only seen one of them, and I was like,
I just don't really fuck with musical comedy. You know this about me.
you just don't like comedy. I feel like you don't like stand-up, is what I mean by that. Like, I
I
feel
do
like
like some stand-ups. Some stand-ups I love.
it's just very
Others I
interesting the
don't. I
stand-up that
don't
you
really fuck
watch.
with musical comedy. Like, don't give me
Yeah, I've
like.
never liked Bo Burnham's shtick, but like, I loved Eighth Grade, and I
I
loved
really
him as
like
Promising
Bo
Young Woman.
Burnham. I don't really care for
Yeah,
his comedy, but
yeah.
I like Bo Burnham. I agree.
I do like that one song where he's like, a good boy, a bad boy, a good bad boy, a half good, half boy, like something like that or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
What's better than sex? A really good book. Like, is
I
that
don't
Bo
know.
Burnham? Is that Bo
I
Burnham?
don't know what that is.
I think it's a Vine. I think it is Bo Burnham.
I don't know. He has. This is his third special, right?
I wouldn't know.
He's weird. He's an odd duck.
You're
Not
an
weird in a
odd.
bad way.
You're
People
an
love
odd
him.
duck.
People like ride for Bo Burnham.
Hell
But
yeah.
I
we
don't
do.
even know if I would consider him a comedian as much as just like a visual artist. Because I don't like, from what I've seen of him, like
He's not really doing stand up.
yeah, it's like the Neil Brennan thing is more stand up, but like it's like when I watched Three Mics, I was like, oh, this is something very different. And then like
Yeah.
Bo Burnham is like, this is something like in a different fucking universe of performance. Like, I think to call it stand up is like is doing Bo Burnham a disservice.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it stand up. I call it a comedy special.
Yeah.
Meh. What else? What else you
That's
got for me?
it. It was a slow week. Going to Texas next week.
Texas son.
I will listen. How about this? Wait, is Leon Bridges from Texas?
I don't know.
Please stand by for confirmation. Leon Bridges is from Fort Worth, Texas. Okay,
Come on over.
I'm a little cheeky basic bitch where I like to listen to things that are like
Yeah, that coincide with where you
like
are, of
when
course.
I landed in Chicago, played Homecoming. You gotta. You have to. So when I'm landing, I will play Texas Sun. Texas Sun. What's that like one joint with Krungben?
All those are with Krungben.
No, but like what's like the big one?
Texas Sun.
Oh, is that from that album?
Yeah.
What's the other
Literally
Leon
called
Bridges
Texas
song? That take me to your river.
That's just River.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanna go.
And then boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, pimps and prophets, queens and dope fiends. That's from the Topaz Jones album. We'll be back in DC soon for a live WTR. Josh will fight me.
Coming to you from the next insurrection led by Alex at the Capitol.
No.
Yep.
You can find me at AlexPaps1 on Instagram, at Samurai Paps on Twitter, and AG Person on Letterboxd. And that's it. I'm signing off after that comment.
Alex does not like the insurrection. Okay. You can find me at Josh Lempert, JoshLempert on Insta, Letterboxd, Twitter, every good thing, and always, obviously, in real life. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully you guys had a nice long weekend and you're going to take it easy this week. Enjoy the weather, see some cicadas, and as always, people, stop.
Have you had any bad?
That shit is so dumb. No. I haven't seen too many. It's been relatively okay here. Cicada.
Shout out Danny in DC right now.
Yeah. Danny, yeah. All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Bye, everyone.